everybody, welcome to Walla Boy Movies, the place to talk movies, and we are continuing on with CinemaCon because today we had the Warner Brothers Pictures panel. What I'm going to be doing in this video is breaking down everything that Warner Brothers went ahead and revealed at their CinemaCon panel. So be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below your thoughts on the Warner Brothers CinemaCon panel. And if you haven't already, go ahead and check out the video that I made for the Sony Pictures panel because honestly I had to stay up throughout the entire panel making that video close to like midnight. So go ahead and check that video if you haven't already. I appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so before even the Warner Brothers panel even started, they had the John Williams Superman score playing while attendees were getting seated. That should be the biggest thing that was hinting towards the big thing Warner Brothers was going to talk about during their panel. But now actually going into the panel, Warner Brothers went ahead and started it off with a sizzle reel of their upcoming movies, which included looks at The Bride, Conjuring 4, Mortal Kombat 2, and the new Cat in the Hat movie. But the first movie Warner Brothers went ahead and talked about was the upcoming Ryan Coogler movie, Sinners. Ryan Coogler went ahead and sent in a video thanking theater exhibitors for being at the event. And that was really much it for the Sinners updates. I'm not really looking forward to the movie all that much since the trailers really didn't do it for me, but I'm hoping that this movie can surprise me and it ends up being good. Next, they went in and talked about Leonardo DiCaprio's new movie, One Battle After Another, where they showed attendees new footage of the film. They then moved on to showing footage for Maggie Gyllenhaal's new movie, The Bride. They let attendees know that The Bride will be releasing in IMAX next year. They also revealed that the film will be a Bonnie and Clyde-esque film. And then they went ahead and showed attendees some footage of the movie. And honestly for me, I'm gonna have to see some footage for this movie to determine whether or not I will be excited or not for The Bride. Also, Christian Bale's Frankenstein will be a movie lover. I am not kidding. Then they went ahead and showed a second sizzle reel, this time for the upcoming New Line Cinema releases, in which it led to New Line Cinema going on stage to talk about their upcoming movies, starting with Final Destination Bloodlines. Now I'm really looking forward to this new Final Destination movie because I thought the trailers that they put out for this movie looked very good, and for CinemaCon, New Line went ahead and showed an exclusive clip for attendees, one of which is where some characters try to figure out how to escape death, and the other is a scene featuring an MRI machine. And even though me myself have not seen any of the Final Destination movies, this movie might just be the one to finally get me to watch the series. Zach Kreger got up on stage to talk about his next movie, Weapons, and showed a trailer that he says will never be released online. Right now up on screen is the plot for Weapons, so if you want to read it, go ahead and pause the video now, and then read it and then continue on. They then went ahead and moved on to talk about the new Apple movie, F1. They went ahead and showed attendees a 10-minute clip of the film and revealed that Brad Pitt, during his daily routine, dunked his head in ice on set. And that F1 will be the cinematic event of the summer. Honestly, I'm just not looking forward to F1. The trailers really have not done anything for me. But I could be pleasantly surprised though. After F1, Warner Bros. Went ahead and moved on to talking about WB Animation. It was there that they revealed that a new Tom and Jerry movie is in the works for WB Animation. They went ahead and showed an early look at the animation for DC Studios' Dynamic Duo. and that new Flintstones and Looney Tunes movies are in development, which is weird because WB didn't even want to release The Day the Earth Blew Up and Coyote vs. Acme, which, by the way, Coyote vs. Acme is officially saved. They then went ahead and moved on to talk about Bill Hader's The Cat in the Hat movie, where they went ahead and showed a work-in-progress trailer. And then it was time for James Gunn to get up on stage to talk about DC Studios. James Gunn kicked off the DC section with James Gunn's upcoming Superman reboot, where they showed a behind-the-scenes look at the upcoming film. And this quote of "In James Gunn we trust" is so accurate, guys. Like, I've liked a lot of James Gunn's movies. Gunn revealed back in 2018, after he was fired by Marvel, DC approached him to direct a Superman movie, in which he declined. And all of these years later, he finally got to direct a Superman movie. And then the cast just went ahead and talked about some fun things that happened behind the scenes involving Pancake and Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor looking very comic accurate, as well as inspiration for the DCU's Crypto the Superdog. And David Cornswell has said that if he wasn't the DCU Superman, he would want to be the DCU Batman. And after all of that, they finally went ahead and showed some new footage of the Superman movie, where it shows Crypto bringing Superman to the Fortress of Solitude, where he's healed by robots. And that just about wraps up the Warner Brothers CinemaCon panel. The weird part is, Warner completely skipped over Mortal Kombat 2 and The Conjuring Last Rites, which both come out this year. And that's disappointing to me because I was wanting to know a lot more about the plot towards the fourth Conjuring movie, especially if the post-credit scene of The Nun 2 is basically teasing that Valak will be the main villain for this final installment in the mainstream franchise. As for Mortal Kombat 2, I just wanted to know what this R-rated Mortal Kombat tournament is gonna be like, even if it's just in a description form. But hey, we did get some dialogue for the movie, one of which is Scorpion will once again be saying his iconic line, "Get over here," along with the first bit of dialogue of Carl Urban's Johnny Cage. But overall, it was a decent, alright panel. But that was everything that was revealed on the Warner Brothers panel. Be sure to stay tuned on the channel throughout the rest of the week for my recap videos on the Universal, Disney, and Paramount panels. And if you haven't already, go ahead and check out the video that I made for the Sony Pictures panel. It should be up on screen right now. But be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below your favorite announcement of the Warner Brothers CinemaCon panel. But until the next CinemaCon video, have a great day.